Good evening. It's Sunday night. It's getting late, and I'm going to see if they're still playing. See if we can still hear it out here. I think a little bit. I think Alabama is playing. It's Treetown Festival this weekend in Forest City. And there's a lot of people here to be entertained, and there's a lot of good entertainers. Charlie Daniels Band, I believe, Alabama, Keith Urban, I think even Eddie Money on Thursday night. What a great way to celebrate. There's a bunch of ways that people celebrate Memorial Weekend with barbecues and family and camping and picnics and whatnot. But I'm glad you're joining me with a few minutes of your time. Hi, I'm Doug Snyder. This is Intimacy with God Ministries. It's Sunday's Thought Conditioner. And I just want to tell you, this is the second time or third or fourth that I've recorded this tonight, because I had another one recorded, and the Lord just kept urging my mind to go back and share with you a little different perspective that than I had going the first couple times. Memorial Weekend. You know, Memorial Weekend is the weekend that we celebrate. That's not really a good, we do celebrate, but what we're doing is we're honoring those that have fallen in preserving, defending America and America's freedoms. The reason you and I have freedoms is because people died to maintain what we have. And you got to think about that. What would possess a person to give up their life for somebody they haven't even met, or give up their life defending something for future generations? Well, I submit to you that the motivation is love. You know, in the scriptures it says no greater love has anyone than the one that lays down their life for another, for a brother or sister. And then that's in John, and then in John, 1 John 3:16, it says, and this is how we know what love is, because Jesus, God's Son, laid down his life for ours. And so, you know, what we don't want to do on this weekend is be free dumb. Freedumb. We want to remember our freedom and be grateful for those that have loved us. And I would submit to you that they have loved us out of the example of Jesus Christ. Now, I know not everybody who serves in the military, everybody that died, had a relationship with Jesus Christ. But I would submit to you that everybody that has laid down their life did an example of the love of Jesus Christ. And that's something to think about. And we need to be people who are living and working at preserving our freedoms, which means we need to become knowledgeable and active. The Bible says that people perish for a lack of knowledge. You know, we think of the governments of the centuries that have fallen because they've become more entertainment driven than and lost their way, lost their purpose, like the Greco-Roman era. And so we in America, we could say that we're on a precipice of losing our freedoms because we've lost the knowledge of what freedom is, what it takes to maintain. How do we act as free people? It's not simply doing whatever you want, whenever you want. That's being free dumb. But to truly have freedoms, we have to maintain them. And I submit that Jesus Christ gave the greatest example, and that is giving up his life for ours. He's the first one that died to free us. He's where freedom comes from. And then in our documents, our founding documents, they're littered with scriptural examples that we get our freedom and our rights from God. So do some thinking. Spend a moment this weekend and be grateful for all those that have sacrificed so that you and I could have a barbecue. You and I could go to concerts. You and I could have family. You and I could do life freely. And when we live with that perspective of gratitude, it does change everything. All right, I'm Doug Snyder. Intimacy with God Ministries. This is Sunday's Thought Conditioner. I'll see you next week.